to my best life, yeah. You both to my best life, yeah. Something you and me, oh. You both to my best life, yeah. Jumping, flexing, no, no. I just want you. Something you and me, oh. You both to my best life, yeah.
Very good morning to everybody. Today we had our signature morning drive. It's Eid holidays over here. So we went into the desert and we had an interesting situation. The day started off very normally. We were driving across the dunes. It was nice and sunny, but then it became pretty cloudy, and slowly and gradually it turned out to be pretty dark, and then it started raining as well. We had a very interesting stuck today with one of the FJ Cruiser, Basim's FJ Cruiser. Today morning I was out in the desert with free spirits. I was just cruising around. I took a wrong turn and found myself in a pocket of a dune. At that time my car was at an angle where my front was touching the dune in front of me, and it was at downwards angle. I couldn't self-recover and couldn't go back up either. One of the other members driving a Ford F-150, he pulled me back up slightly and gave me enough room in the front to rev my car and then get out of the situation.
Omar here from Free Spirits once again. In this stuck position, we had a car with the entire weight put in front and no way possible to pull it from the front, so we had to pull it from the back. When such a situation arises, you have to make sure that the car that you're actually going to be pulling the vehicle with has to have a lot of torque and should be really powerful. Otherwise, you won't be able to pull the car out. Take a look and see what we're talking about.
We had a situation today. We had an FJ Cruiser nose down in a ditch, stuck, and our group marshal, he decided to call me in. Since I drive a F-150, a heavier vehicle, I ended up using my kinetic rope, which is definitely most recommended with soft shackles. It's the safest. So while pulling him out, I wasn't feeling confident because this kind of recovery I've never done. The marshal and the team, they guided me to basically give it a thrust. So the first time I went slow, nothing happened. The second time we tried a little force, and then it budged out. And then on the third attempt, it was a smooth recovery. So definitely it's highly recommended to take instructions from your group marshal and follow the lead, follow the ideas that they have experience.
This is a classic case which happens when you're driving around small dunes. As we've told you before also, dunes, not necessarily that the big dunes are difficult to drive in. The smaller dunes are even more difficult because we call them the technical dunes, where you can unexpectedly, even though Basim is a good driver, but unexpectedly you can hit areas where you have no choice then. So as you can see, in this scenario we don't have any choice to take the car in front because there is no way that the car can move in front. It's almost like a wall of desert in front of his car. So the option that we have is to pull the car from the back. Now that's a difficult option, and that's a very it can be a dangerous option also, because you will be pulling the entire weight of the car out of the dune in reverse. So there are two things that you need to keep in mind when you're doing when you're performing such a recovery. The first one is that you need to use a kinetic rope. This has been emphasized by us in many of our videos. If you see, you need to use a proper, well-rated kinetic rope. And second thing, you need to have soft shackles, because this kind of a scenario, there is a very high probability that because you will be giving a jerk to the car in order to have the maximum pull on the kinetic rope, if there is a chance that the shackle can break, or the hook can break of the vehicle. So thank you for watching, and we will be sharing more and more videos. We hope you like our channel. Please share it with your friends and everybody who's into desert driving and off-roading, and we'll be back with more interesting stuff in future. Thank you.